mobility for the patella. We'll begin. Hi, my name is Cody. I'm going to be your student physical therapist today. The first thing that we're going to do, we're just going to look at how the patella is moving, kind of like a kneecap, that bone on the top of your knee. You kind of move around a little bit. Okay, so I just want to look at that mobility in this position. Okay, I'm just going to kind of move it around a little bit, side to side, up and down, and just looking to see how it moves. All right. Cool. Okay, so just relax for me completely. Okay, all we're gonna do is we'll start like a medial lateral glide, going back and forth. Again, right here, I would feel that it's fairly mobile, maybe even a little bit more lateral. He's a little bit more restricted than he is medial. And then if we go inferior, superior, again, here's a lot less movement on this one versus, and again, probably going superior, there's a little bit less motion than going inferior, but a little bit expected there. Then of course, we're going to compare bilaterally. We'll do the same thing on this side. First we'll start medial lateral. I actually feel like on the right side, he might have a little bit more lateral mobility, joint mobility than on his left. And then if we go superior, inferior, I actually feel like there's a little bit less mobility here, superior and inferior, than his left. We're gonna do the valgus stress test. Okay, move again. Okay, so Aaron, this last test that we're gonna do today, what we're gonna do is we're just basically gonna be applying a little bit of like inwards pressure at the knee. Okay, we're kind of testing like the ligament right on the inside of the knee. Okay, so I'm gonna have you scoot over as close as to me as you can get. Now, lay those legs straight. Okay, we can palpate at the MCL, the medial collateral ligament. And what we're going to do is I'm going to pick this leg, keep it in extension, and then I can use my body to apply that valgus force there in complete extension. And stabilize right here as well. Any pain with that at all? And again, if this is a positive test, we would either elicit pain or we'd also feel that MCL would put on stretch. Okay. And then of course we would test bilaterally if needed. And then the second part of this one, we're just gonna go into a little bit of flexion. So we're gonna bend that knee just a little bit. Okay, and we're gonna do that same thing. You got any pain there? Again, I can palpate right there. It's a little bit harder with this one. But I can kind of feel almost that MCL on top slightly. That's what we're gonna do. Is we're going to do the anterior drawer test, testing ACL integrity. Okay, we good. Okay, hi Lindsay, my name is Cody. I'm going to be your student physical therapist today. Okay, so the test that we're going to do is we're looking at the ACL. Basically, we're looking at the knee. I'm trying to kind of move the knee a little bit, almost forwards and away from the body. Right? We're just looking to see if there's any play, if there's any pain there at all. Let me know if any of those symptoms come back up. All right? Okay. So. Just relax right there for me. I'm going to move the foot a little bit right there. Okay, all we're going to do is we're going to get right behind the knee, right behind the tibia, and we're going to just place with an anterior force. Is there any pain with that at all? Nope, good. And what we can do is we can pull straight forward and we could essentially measure it. I wouldn't be on skin and can be. And then what we would do is we can also go an anterior lateral and anterior medial to be able to feel any